Welcome back. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. No, I'm not. Neither are you. I have an awful, garbage, filthy mouth where sometimes, just sometimes, I tend to use the word fuck as a comma. I know it's disgusting, it's unsavory, I should be stopped, it's not ladylike, blah, 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 blah. But you're here, I'm here, so sit down and get comfy. But if you're not into that or weird stuff in general, then this is definitely not the place for you, so feel free to exit out the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the bite-sized review, I'll leave a time code down below. Feel free to jump ahead. Y'all, I don't have a story. It's just kind of like a couple little updates. So sorry to disappoint. But actually regarding stories, I know in the past I have always like paired a story with a review and blah, blah, blah. And that's been all fine and well. And then the world ended. And then I went outside my house last. And unfortunately not a lot of fun things have been happening. If anything, it's been really depressing and it's really hard to, it's been a humorous way of telling that story. So we're not gonna do that. But what I wanted to talk about a little bit though, is kind of like the format of these videos. In the future, when I do bite-sized reviews or just kind of reviews of products, I might just leave them as just straight reviews. Just straight reviews, whatever. You wanna watch them, great. You don't wanna watch them, I don't care. They're there for the people that want them. When I wanna tell a story, I'm gonna do it and get ready with me's, which I wanna do more of. Because one, I find it more relaxing to kind of have like these conversational moments and like telling a story while doing my makeup. I've been having a lot of fun with them and I wanna do more of them. With that being said, if you are upset with that, that's fine. That's totally fine. I get it. I hate me too. Whatever. We all know that. Of course, as y'all know, I'm a Libra. I change my mind a lot. In 2 months from now, I might be like, I don't like that format. I want to go back to the old format. And that might happen. But I figured I want to try something a little bit differently because that's kind of what I want to do. And since this is my channel and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to be here for the ride, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. But I wanted to be upfront with y'all so you kind of have an expectation of what these videos are going to be. So like I said, if you want reviews, whatever, I got you, because there's actually a good amount of people that just want to hear me talk about products. And then there's also a good amount of people that just want to hear me tell stories. So I feel like I have like a nice even mix actually. So with that said, get ready with me is I want to try to do at least once a week or once every other week, just depending on how busy work is and just my life and blah, blah, blah. But that's the goal. And each episode will be about some different weird story that I'm going to be telling and doing my makeup because I find it just so much more fun and relaxing to do. So yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up and just thank you for being really supportive during this like weird year for everybody. I really appreciate it. We've hit 40,000 subscribers. It's nuts. I can't believe it. I don't even understand. I've only started YouTube about 2.5 years ago. And if you would have told me 2.5 years ago I would be here, I would be like, you're on drugs because that's never going to happen. No one's going to stand this face for more than 5 seconds. And just know that I love you and I appreciate you. I'm gonna try not to be emotional. I feel like I'm always emotional and I don't like it. I'm a Libra. Okay. But I just want to say thank you and yeah, I look forward to telling you weird tales while I do my makeup horribly. I'm really excited about that. All right, my little chestnuts, I have a couple of different holiday releases for you. I don't know why I turned into Mr. Sheffield. No, that's not Mr. Sheffield. I'm saying Mr. Sheffield. I think it's a rite of passage when you're born in Queens to automatically have that accent in your arsenal. So you're welcome in advance. I like to be the nanny. All right, so we have a couple of different holiday releases I want to talk about. I was also going to include some other things in here, but I want to kind of keep it simple and just kind of do like a holiday edition part 2. And I only have 3 different products that we're going to talk about, but they're all holiday releases, so I hope you enjoy. So the first product I want to talk about is from Rephr, and it's their holiday brush collection. Y'all know I love me some Rephr. I love using their brushes, and I like to think that this company has been like my gateway into natural hair brushes. With that said, Rephr has released a cute little holiday bundle that I would love to talk about. There are 3 brushes within this collection, as well as a cute little plastic holder. Now, I love how these brushes come packaged because I love these little holders. And in the past, all the holders were these cardboard ones that I have utilized time and time again. They've actually become like part of my brush holder situation, where sometimes I categorize them as clean brushes, dirty brushes, face brushes, eye brushes, glitter brushes. And I love that I have so many of these little containers because they're really easy to store my stuff in it. With that said, I love these little plastic guys because this is not flimsy, it stays intact, and this is going to be really great whenever I get to travel again. I don't know when that is. You don't know when that is. But one day, maybe in 5 years from now, I'll get to use this. I'll get to use this and I can finally store my fucking brushes in it and it's going to be glorious. I'm not holding my breath. But in the meantime, I love using it. Now within this collection, there are 3 brushes. You have the 23, 24, and the 25. Brush number 23 is fucking everything. This is the best inner corner highlight brush you will ever use. I don't have anything in my collection from this brand or other brands that mirror how tiny and perfect this is. So this is kind of like the baby sister to the number 3 brush in the core collection, which again is a very beautiful, perfect pencil brush. But this one is just so much fucking smaller and so good. And for me, because I have tiny dainty eyes and this area, especially over in this eye, is particularly really sensitive. So if I get a brush way too close to that duct right there, all bets are off. I'm crying for days. Can't wear makeup for at least 6 weeks, okay? This brush is a godsend though, because it's so tiny, it just hugs the inner corner so perfectly. This brush picks up the product so fucking well, and this is very standard to all the other Rephr brushes that I own. This brush is literally no different. It's just a smaller, in my opinion, better version of the number 3. So the next brush is the number 24 brush. So this brush is a dense bitch. She is a heavier version, or as I like to say, she put on some quarantine weight of the number 5 brush from the core collection. This brush is amazing with cream products. Now, I tried using this as a foundation brush and it's fine, it's lovely. But I'm not a foundation brush kind of boy, I just am not. So what I like to use this brush with is for cream products, in particular cream blushes. I could potentially use this for bronzer, but I like something a little bit more thin, a little bit more precise. So this is a little bit too thick for me, but for cream blush though, this is fucking phenomenal. I like how this brush disperses the product so I get a nice even coverage. This brush is really awesome, and considering I have been getting into a lot of cream blush products, for today's look I actually have the Rare Beauty blush on, and this boy is thick as all hell, and I do not understand how people literally pat it on their cheeks and blend it out. It does not work like that for me. I look like a Campbell Soup kid mixed with Annabelle. I'm all kinds of fucked up. So what I like to do is I put it on the back of my hand, and then I tap the brush into this product, then I dab it on like a clean part of my hand, and then I apply the product, and it's so fucking good. Highly, highly recommend this brush if you're looking to play with more cream products. And last but not least, we have the number 25, the powder brush. I have been waiting for this powder brush to come out, and I believe a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a powder brush, and then it was gone, but now it's back, kind of like the McDonald's McRib. So this brush is actually the revamped brush number 11. This is a great brush. I am very, 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 very picky when it comes to face brushes. Basically, what I look for in a powder brush is something that feels very soft and luxurious on my face. And it basically treats me like the garbage princess that I am. This brush is that. It's not too soft where you feel like the product is flying away when you're buffing it into your face. And this product is not too firm where it feels like it's hard to move the product. It's the Goldie Cox of brushes. And yes, I know what I just said. Yes, I'm leaving it in the video. Deal with it. I wonder what happened to that lady. Godspeed. All that to say, I adore Rephr and I really love the quality of their products. And I'm really happy to have these little boys in my collection. Now, if you're interested in this set, this collection retails for $216. But from November 1st to November 8th, you can actually get $100 off, bringing these 3 brushes along with this cool fucking plastic case to $116. So if you are interested in picking up anything from this collection, or if you're interested in looking at any other products, I'm gonna leave my affiliate code down in the description box. And again, I wanna say thank you so much to Rephr for sending me this collection, and full transparency, if I wasn't sent this collection, I would happily purchase this with my own money because I really, really do enjoy these products. I use them every time I put my makeup on. If this was sent to me or not, I would have picked it up. So thank you. The next product I want to talk about is from Too Faced. I know. Okay, I know. Hear me out. I'm a clown, okay? I'm a clown. And you know what? I'm here to take full accountability. I am a Libra. That's the only excuse I got. So after making fun of this product repeatedly, repeatedly, I gathered up my Ulta points and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I remember I was having a really, really bad day and I've been eyeing this palette, just secretly, it's my own little dirty secret shame. And I was like, today is the day. Fuck it. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Whatever. I'm gonna use these points that I've been hoarding from Ulta and I'm gonna buy it. I regret nothing. So Too Faced came out with the most basic palette in the universe, the Pumpkin Spice palette. Ugg boots and infinity scarves sold separately. So this palette retails for $49 and you get 18 shades, where 6 are shimmers and 12 are mattes, which is a good ratio in my opinion. The palette's packaging is the standard Too Faced tin packaging. You get a nice full-size mirror and it's just aesthetically pleasing. This palette is just fucking fun. I don't know who the fuck I am. I legit have so much fun playing with this palette. It's alarming. Is this the most fantastic eyeshadow I've ever used? Fuck no, it's not. It's exactly what you expect it to be. And for that, it's an A+. I find myself, out of all the palettes I own, as of late, just reaching for this palette. Time and time again. Again, I feel like it's a body snatchers moment. I do. Let's break it down by formula type, because we only have 2 formulas to talk about. So the mattes, in my opinion, are really great, with the exception of the Cocoa Drizzle shade. That shade I kind of find is not the best brown in the universe. Like, it's good, but it does disappear. That is the only dud I found in this palette. And you know what? It's not really the end of the world. It's the kind of shade that looks really good when you're kind of putting it in the crease, but if you're trying to deepen the outer corner, it somehow just disappears. So it's kind of weird. Like, it looks beautiful when I'm mixing it and I'm putting it in my crease to kind of make it a little bit of a darker moment, but when I put it in the outer corner, it fucking goes away. I don't really understand it either. It's black magic. Who knows? I don't know. But that is the only con I have with the mattes. There's some kick up, there's some fallout, and if you're not too careful, the orange shadow definitely leaves a nice little cast behind where you start to question if you're turning into Pumpkinhead. So I recommend doing your eye makeup first and then your base last. I found that these shadows were incredibly easy to use. They were pigmented, they worked well with each other, they blended like a fucking dream. I didn't find them to be chalky or patchy. With the exception of that one brown shade, everything was just on the up and up. I actually kind of preferred making all matte looks with this palette. There's just something about it that just kind of gives me this most basic ass bitch vibe that I love so much. I don't know. I think it's just, after I turned 35, man, downhill. There's also like a fake sweet smell to the palette. It kind of smells like my childhood, and I'm not mad at that. I did grow up in a candy store. Explains a lot. As for the shimmer shades, I found them to be really lovely. I think the best way to apply them is with some glitter glue. Yes, you do kind of have a sprinkling of glitter bukkake on your face, but with the glitter glue, things definitely stay into place. They're not my favorite Too Faced shimmer shades. I still think that the metallic shades in the gold chocolate bar palette is the best one, but these are pretty solid though. The gold chocolate bar, I feel like I can apply those metallics with a dry brush and it looks fantastic. I don't have the same experience with this, but when I do use some glitter glue, or if I saturate the brush with some water, I'm able to get more pigmentation. This palette has been my go-to palette when trying to create like just simple, effortless looks. When I need to do something fast and easy, this is the palette that I reach for, because their color combinations, you can't really fuck this up. I also think it helps when you have zero expectations. Because if I learned anything from 2020, is to have zero expectations. It makes the blow that much more manageable. You know what I mean? With that said, is this palette worth $49? Meh, not so much. So I recommend getting this palette when it's on sale. The basic bitch in you will be so happy that you got a deal. And I'm sure with the money you saved, you'll be buying that fake fucking plant you've been eyeing at in Home Goods in no time. The last little holiday palette I want to talk about is actually from Charlotte Tilbury. And this is the Film Star Bronze and Glow Mini Edition. Ooh. I have been lusting over this product for a while now. Like, it's been bad. And I never pulled the trigger because in the back of my head, I always thought it was going to be a don't meet your heroes kind of moment. Let me give you a good example. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm gonna save that for Get Ready With Me because it is so embarrassing, it hurts. I cringed thinking about that moment. All right, anyway. Anyway, with that said, I've always been scared to try this product. Now, when I heard that they were going to release a mini version, I was like, shut the fuck up, I have to buy it. Because now I have to see if this is worth the hype. And I also feel comfortable at the $29 price point. Because that's the one thing about Charlotte Tilbury is that I find that it's expensive for no reason. Like, I like the quality of the products, but I'm like, come down there, sweetheart. Like, you could fucking drop it down at least 20 bucks. It's not the end all be all, you know, like, Nah, bitch, it ain't happening. So when I saw this little guy retailing for $29, it just made perfect sense. So this little travel duo retails for $29 and you get a contour and a highlighter shade. And it appears that it's just one shade for the moment, because if you look at the full size of this, there are 2 variants. In any case, this product is actually fucking awesome. I really enjoy it. This contour I found to be wonderfully pigmented, and I find that the shade is kind of like a warm, neutral undertone, which normally I am not a fan of. I like things that are either neutral or leaning towards a cool tone, but this one doesn't bother me. It's not too warm where I feel like I look like a fucking Cheeto puff. It just brings a nice little warmth to the cheekbones. Now the highlighter is not super blinding. It's more of like a natural slut. It's a pretty highlighter that accentuates your cheekbones without kind of giving you that meat sweat look, which for me, I enjoy looking like I have food poisoning, because deep down inside, I'm just an alien slut. Coming soon. So I would kind of classify this highlighter as more of a demure slut. Now, don't get me wrong, I did layer this shit on at least 3 or 4 times because I wanted to see how far I can build it up, and you can build this up. So I really do appreciate that I'm kind of looking a little bit more sluttier than usual. But if you just use it with 1 or 2 coats, it's very, very natural looking. I can understand why they call this like the Film Star Bronze and Glow. These 2 products kind of give a really nice softness to the skin. I didn't find using these products to leave any kind of like harsh lines. Everything just looks so effortlessly soft, and I feel very, very ladylike until I burp. And then I'm brought down to reality. When applying both of the products, they applied with ease. I didn't experience any sort of patchiness. I felt that everything blended out very beautifully. As for longevity, it's really great. I didn't notice any sort of fading until well after the 8-hour mark. And the only real issue I have is that if your skin is deeper than, say, light, this is not going to work for you, which I feel like is kind of a miss that they didn't release both variants at the same time, unless they were just trying to see how this one was going to do. I don't know, but it's like this is only really marketed for certain amount of people, which is annoying because they already have another variant that they could release and they just didn't do it. So don't really understand what that's about. And of course, if I'm wrong, just let me know down below, but that's from what I've been seeing online anyway. For $29, I feel like this is money well spent. I don't think I would ever see myself picking up the bigger version unless I hit pan on this and they stop selling it. Then I would consider getting that one. But this product actually lasts for 30 months, which is really fucking great. And honestly, for someone like myself, I do have a lot of products that I like to rotate. So I don't mind that this is kind of like on the smaller side, and especially for the $29 price point, it's good for Charlotte Tilbury. You know what I mean? Like Charlotte Tilbury is so fucking high priced that this is actually, I feel like, not so bad. However, if you do pick this up during the Sephora sale, I highly recommend it because you can actually get a little bit more money off of it. And yeah, you kind of don't really need to go get the bigger version when the little version exists. But of course, that only makes sense for those that fall into this shade range. If you do not, then you kind of have to pick up the bigger one. In any case, I was actually pleasantly surprised that this did not disappoint me. Phew. Thank God for that. And with that said, those are my little fun size holiday reviews. I was also going to include the Miss Piggy collection in here, but it's not really holiday, so that will be for a future video, but I got thoughts about that shit. Anyway, now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you are interested in picking up any of these products, if you're going to skip out, whatever, let me know, because I love hearing from y'all. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and to all my little patron bubbies, thank you so much for everything. I love your faces. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, fun size Halloween treat garbage boat afloat. I don't know. I couldn't do it without you, and just know that I love and appreciate you all. And if you ever came to my door trick-or-treating, I would give you the king size bar. It sounded really weird when I said it out loud, but whatever, I'm gonna keep it in there. If you want to know what is currently on my face, along with more information about these products, everything will be listed in the description box below, along with my podcast, where to get my merch, which this, by the way, is coming soon. I'm waiting on one more sample and then I'll release it to the masses. I just want to make sure it's perfect before we go forward. And with that said, wash your hands, wear a mask, just be good and kind to each other. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.